I've been wanting to play Greedfall for a while. And yeah. Also, there's apparently Greedfall 2, which I don't know anything about, but I'm assuming is only PC. What do you mean insert the game disc? I have the disc in there. All right, 1 second. Okay, welcome back to the stream, and we're playing Greedfall now. I apparently have the disc in the console backwards, which I hope that didn't actually ruin anything. But yeah, I'm excited to play this. I did actually start it before, but it's a really good game, and as you can see, it's got like ships and stuff like that. It's got a kind of industrial revolution vibe to it, but it's also got magic and monsters and uh, guns, swords, all kinds of stuff. It's really cool. Now, it's been like a year since I played it, but I'm going to be playing a new game. So I'm gonna try it on normal. I think I have it on discovery mode or easy mode actually. I'm gonna go ahead. I guess I'm gonna try normal mode.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little
The
more
world
to the
reminds
right.
me of Dishonored.
There. Now, hold the pose.
All right, so we're gonna change a little bit. I can get like same color as my hair, really, like kind of golden blondish. That's pretty good. Next, let's see. So two of the classes start with melee and guns. That's warrior, has one-handed heavy, one-handed blades, and firearms. Strength and endurance, and craftsmanship and vigor. Then we got technical, which is traps, firearms, and blades. Accuracy, agility for recommended attributes, and science and lockpicking for recommended talents. And then magic is, well, magic. So they're the only classes that can use rings, which allow you to use magic. Then you got stasis and one-handed heavy weapons, which is not actually something that I like using, but it's there, I guess. Multiplier and willpower, science. So I'm basically just going to be using magic because it's both range and close combat. And while it starts off a little bit weak, if you can dodge well and stuff like that, you can pretty much peck the enemy to death from a distance. So it can do pretty good. So I'm going to start with that. Now, if I want to, I can respec my class, change it to like do both magic and guns, for example, or magic and blades, or whatever. Or traps. Traps are cool. So we're gonna start with magic. So we're gonna start with increases the power of spells, which is good. Strength is for, well, melee weapons and armor damage. We got agility, which increases physical damage with melee, and fury, which I'm not exactly sure what fury is, but I think it's something to do with heavy attacks. Get endurance, obviously, it's health and balance, which I'm not exactly sure what balance is, but it's there. And we got accuracy, which increases damage from firearms and apparently alchemical preparation. We got willpower, increases MP and spells. Spell duration. Willpower is good for amulets and necklaces. Yeah, I'm just gonna do magic. And then talent points. Recovering magic and HP outside of combat would be nice. What was it that recommended science and intuition? So okay, I'll do science. Destroying walls with explosives kind of actually sounds fun. So, all right, well let's start the game.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's
I think
a
this game
compliment, my
just
lord,
looks
out of
so
my
good.
mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name.
Hello, how are you?
I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
I've never had to sit and do nothing while getting a portrait, but I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. And hopefully you're doing well on this fine day.
Hey! Green blood!
I like how he tosses me my magic.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey,
Going through hard times? Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
You dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
I forget how to play. Very. Oh shit, how do I switch my weapon? Oh shit. Let's see. Health potion. Sign push the shortcut. Oh. There. There we go. That's actually the first time I've done that. Last time I
proper master of
failed.
arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
No, I'm gonna skip the combat tutorial. I think I can figure it out. Since I have played like the first few hours of this, so I'm pretty good with that, I think.
No, thanks all the same. I've quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
And here you are already assuming your political functions. And in a hurry. Always too busy. Very well. If you ever want to go over your basics later, visit one of our barracks on the Isle. You'll always find a training partner to give you a friendly fight.
I'll remember that. Thanks. Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
No, I'm not pretty angry. I mean, I would rather have somebody I know with me, so, yeah.
On the
pretty happy with
contrary,
that.
I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. the thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
There's quite a few side quests that I can do in this game, so I do want to do this before I leave the main area here. Oh, there was something over there, but it was just that.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
So I'm not exactly sure what is going on here, but I think the mother has some kind of like a magical ailment. I don't think it's a disease of some kind, so otherwise she would be in quarantine. I think it's like magical of some kind, and main character also has something on his face that is magical in nature as well. I have no idea. I wonder if there's actually a thing. Malicor, I think is what it is. So I guess I'm going off to try and find a cure. So yeah, the Malicor is some kind of epidemic of some kind. It kind of reminds me of the plague from Dishonored. I mean, the whole game kind of reminds me of Dishonored, but it's more magical than that. So, not too positive. Meter reaches first level, visual effect, hearing characters again. I'll have to keep that in mind. I can't find anything about the Malcor, so I guess I'll have to figure that out when I like talk to people, maybe, which is not exactly something that I want to do. But have anything here that's good, but I can get some new stuff from enemies or from shops. I love the visuals in this game.
It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
So that's already one of our side quests, which it's pretty easy to do, more or less.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Now, I doubt that I could actually go up there in the distance and visit that stuff, but it looks really good. I mean, I think it's just a backdrop. I don't think we can actually get there from here. But maybe we could, well, actually no, we could only go like that far. Probably can't get that there anyways. So we got the Bridge Alliance and the Thélème, that was how it's pronounced, embassies. Then this is closer. So we'll go here to the layout. Is it faster to go that way? Oh, I can't even go. Never mind. Yes, I do. So it's actually faster to go. So we're gonna go to the Bridge Alliance first. And I keep a lookout for things I can loot. Ah, actually speaking of looting. There. I get various stuff to make potions and bullets and all kinds of things. But I don't know how often I'll find them. I know I can buy them from shops. I guess since I have the science skill for right now, I can get some extra things from the shop to make things. Let's see. So this is a diary from somebody that possibly has the Malik. I still don't know what the Malicore is exactly, but it seems like some kind of disease. But I'm not sure if it's contagious.
Running out of energy. Drink a potion.
So running out of mana is pretty quick, so I'm gonna have to level up my skills to get stronger at combat. What do we got here? Nothing. We went the wrong way. So I guess we'll go to Leme Embassy. I don't know actually what's stealing or not, so hopefully I don't get in trouble for taking things. Ooh. I like that. Stats are a little bit less, but gets me more loot chance. That's only slightly better with elemental resistance. Yeah, we'll keep the boots like that. Picked up some ammo, which I can't use. I don't have a gun. But I can make healing. Oh, it's actually right around the corner. That's handy.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Yeah, I don't care about all the side information,
I
so
must
we're
be
just
going.
gonna do the basic,
Farewell, Excellency.
like the first thing.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
I could learn more about the world and all that, but we don't really need to do that. It doesn't really affect us that much. So I think this guy is kind of like, I don't know, I kind of feel like he's like a kind of Spanish Inquisitor type of guy, or maybe I don't know. I don't think Antonius is a Spanish type of name, but seems kind of close. We're gonna go and talk to this guy with the Bridge Alliance. He's only right down the street, so it's not too far. Literally right here, actually. And this guy is kinda from a sort of Arab style
Your Excellency.
place.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
It's kind of weird how some people, they say my title, then sometimes they say something else that's kind of similar. Very odd. The guy that we're looking here is here. Ah, I got a magic potion. Let's see. So, bind that to there. Light. That. Stasis. I don't actually know if stasis is a good spell, but it's there.
You'll find all you need in our selection, whatever you need to be. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you
didn't
seen
actually
anything
click
to
on
your
it.
liking? What might I help you with?
Well, let's sell stuff. And we'll sell this. I forgot to actually check out the stuff that he had, see if I could replace it. Oh well. I have like no money. Multiple pistol with worn round. I want to see what this looks like. But I can't. So I can't use blades or heavy weapons. Oh, two-handed. Do I even have? I have $21. I can't do shit. No, I don't really need anything because I could just find stuff on the street.
See you soon.
No, I didn't mean to
Welcome.
speak.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
I want this. There we go. We got bodies here, which I think are from the disease thing that's going around. The Malical.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malical. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malical isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malicore, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malicore best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
It's basically a what's the word? Placebo. That's what it is.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness. We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
To be completely honest, I'd rather believe a guy in a plague doctor mask than this guy.
To my help, and death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Sometimes I forget, like, to use the Fury attack. Letter from the innkeeper to the servants. Weird Alchemist the Alliance who rented a room upstairs specifically asked us not to clean it or stay. Give me gold, please. Thank you. Poisoned alchemicals. That sounds bad. Need to save real quick. A blunt war axe is, well, better than what I have. That. Sort by. Okay. I was hoping to sort by like armor or the weapon's damage. But just quality. Okay. Well, he's got a good weapon. Weird that he has a bandit hat. Okay. I should try and see if I can equip his stuff.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
I don't see how they how he could have gone past us without us stopping him, but I guess maybe in terms of the game, he did something like a smoke bomb. At least that's what I imagine.
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Well, none of this is
I need
what
to be
I
off.
was...
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Hmm. Something I can take? Just randomly? I can just pick it up? Okay. Let's see. Looks like it's upstairs.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin? Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder. That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
So it's tempting to let him leave because he's kind of doing the same thing that the other guys that are, the powers that be doing, but, well, I mean, all in all, everybody's doing the wrong thing. They're torturing people with slaves. He's selling potentially bad things to unsuspecting people, false pretenses and all that stuff. So, all in all, everybody is bad. So, I'm just going to arrest him because I don't care enough about the guy.
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to Dr. Sahin.
Sir, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You're under arrest.
How unjust.
Plus, there's the entirely possible thing of him actually lying about everything he's saying. So, yeah. I mean, he is probably telling the truth, but also, I mean, he's still technically poisoning people. We're gonna do a fast travel back to the Bridge Alliance embassy here and get our reward.
Your Excellency,
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard Tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. They have sworn to avenge themselves after discovering his fraud. I decided it better to avoid the mob. But if you wish to capture him alive, I advise you hurry.
Governor Buren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will soon be joining the island of Tierfredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest present for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
I think he gave me a couple points. Alright, I can level up now. Oh yeah, I forgot to have stasis. Oh, it's actually pretty useless. Stasis less longer. Destroys armor. Less energy. So I'm not going to level up stasis at all, but I'm definitely going to maybe go down the one-handed tree and then get healing. Possibly. Or just get my point back from stasis and just keep going down here. Allows use of instantaneous dash when quickly dodging a second time. Ooh, neat. Or I could get Shadow Burst. Okay. Well, I would have to level up quite a bit to get that. Next talent point is level 5. Next attribute point is level 4. Ways to get there. So now how much money? 92. Still can't get anything from the shop. Right, so now we're gonna go and negotiate with the vendor. So that. Ooh, treasure. Oh, I could change my
The merchant is there.
my quests by looking at them and pressing R. That's it. I could actually do that without having to go backwards to the map.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Only obeying orders, he says.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Let's try... Can I save? I only have a little bit of charisma, so we'll try.
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
I beg your pardon, sir, but you are not my master. Moreover, the attendant of the guard was quite specific, saying this affair should be handled with extreme discretion. So I seriously doubt that you'll be wanting to drag us in front of a judge. That would stir up the muck.
Whatever is he talking about, Kurt?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I don't have any intuition, so I can't run.
We shall return. See you soon.
So the charisma check failed. I mean, I figured it would because it's, you know, a 50-50 chance. So I guess the only other option was threatening. I don't really want to do that.
And so you're back, sir. Do you have our second payment with you?
Don't count on it. This is preposterous. Your master is a thief.
I've
I'm just
no
gonna
patience
threaten
for
Sue
bandits and robbers. Either you give us back what's ours, or we'll take it.
Your idea of diplomacy isn't all that different from my own.
To the devil with ya.
Since you leave us no choice.
The merchant's clerk isn't hearing your arguments. The only thing left is a show of strength. Sorry, Greenblood. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have gotten you mixed up in this.
Yeah, might as well just go ahead and use force, because I have no diplomacy abilities whatsoever, apparently. So got magic damage stuff. Does this count as traps, or can I actually use them?
To my help! And death to the others!
Ow!
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Okay, so we go. Why are those things not here? Eh.
Stop! I beg of you.
He seems to have grown wiser all of a sudden.
Yes, yes. Don't hit me anymore.
Very well. I'm counting on you to deliver this merchandise as quickly as possible.
Yes, good sir. I'll take care of it immediately.
Well, my reputation went down a little bit, but I got the merchandise to be delivered, hopefully. Ooh. Somebody here. Also, what's up here? More loot. Yes, please. There's also loot over there, which I don't know if I can get to yet. So this is actually better than what this guy. Wait, no, he is better. Yeah. Let's see. No, he's better with that, I guess. Craft ship allows you to upgrade weapons and armor. Science allows you to create potions and traps. Knowledge to be able to use a crafting table. Okay, and I got some knowledge. I have no crafting abilities. Some of that would actually increase damage. That would be useful. I would need to craft level 1. Then again, I also have the potion. Sort by I wish I could sort it by what's available, rather than trying to look through and figure it out myself. Could do this, but I don't have high enough science. Ah, I could do health potion and resuscitation. Actually, it's useful. I'll do that.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's?
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
I'm sure nothing would actually go wrong if we don't do it, but I want money and XP, so might as well try. Well, we have to go that way anyways.
You'll find all you need in our selection, whatever you need to be.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life.
And of course he
There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavia and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurd. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
I love how he just goes ahead and just blatantly says we should lie on the forms right in front of the guy that's going to, you know, bring us across the ocean.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Thélème has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They were making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Norns have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Alright, that's all
Be
we
back
have
soon,
for
Captain.
information about the
We need
side
to have a
quest.
word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
I still think it's hilarious that they're discussing all the illegal activities. We're just out in the open where anybody can hear. You know, that's perfectly great. But, let's see. So, before we go that way, I want to go and try and find the guy that's missing. Possibly. Yeah, there we are. There's information this way, I think. Ooh, treasure.
But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Two new clients want to go to Al-Sad and the Inquisitors from the hills, which will not make my job any easier. They can get them on the ship inconspicuously, but need to be cautious. I hope that they'll prove patient and discreet. Hide them away in a warehouse behind the harbor office, but the Inquisitors will never dare to. So we can disguise ourselves as a knot to get through the warehouses, which is
Good day.
perfectly fine by me.
Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Well, that was quick.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell.
So I got what I need to get into the warehouses without arousing suspicion. Actually, it would be kind of suspicious, but you know, it's a game. So.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, and then...
Oh,
why did you report?
Unfortunately.
Already heard that.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you, the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mess too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Do I want to do the Constantine thing first? Or that first? Well, I'll do the other first. So what I'll do is I'll get to... Oh, actually the sales code is better than what I have already, so... Just gonna put that on. We're gonna pretend to be one of those sailor guys. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna get up there. So there's the ship's log thing. And then there's the other thing with the...
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
So we're dressed as one of these guys. So hopefully they don't mind me taking anything. Oh, I can't do the lock. Upstairs then. Man, everything's locked. Yellow coat, boots, gloves. I don't have any lockpicking. I am technically role-playing as a law-abiding citizen.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
I also took the key, just in case. I don't actually know why I took the key. I suppose if anybody is in jail, then I'd be able to go and break them out or something.
If you wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Let's see. Well, either way, I still gotta go into the warehouse.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Well, that was quick. Thankfully, they didn't ask any questions. Looking around here for more stuff. You would think that people would lock up more things, but it's easy enough to just loot everything. Well, except for the stuff that was locked. I like that there's an autosave every now. Oh, hello there.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
He actually did
Have
not.
you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text.
We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of St. Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
That would actually be very bad.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I don't see a reason to keep them around, or keep them hiding, you know, in trouble and all that stuff. Could talk to the Bridge Alliance.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the Illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
1 second. All right, so damn it. Still can't unlock.
The ambassador, has he accepted to give us refuge?
Yeah, we're gonna try and talk with the ambassador, because that shouldn't be much more than just walking down there, getting them approved. It's like all they're doing is research, and they looked at the words of, you know, the guy that wrote the book that they revere. Well, why should they be branded heretics? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And again, a lot of stuff, it doesn't make sense. Like how religious people could be so, some religious people anyways, could be so intolerant. Then again, you know, I also have different beliefs than other people, so I understand what it means to want to be accepted.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Yay, we did it. now we can talk to the guard captain. But first we're gonna go to the Bridge Alliance ambassador guy. Why is there so many flames? I don't get it. Things are on fire technically, I guess, but I don't see where the fire is coming from. Just kind of everywhere. Oh, wait, there's a fire there. So is that for... Oh. I thought that was for books or something, but no, it's for dead bodies. Yeah, that's, that definitely reminds me of Dishonor. Which I want to play again, actually.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Mateus, the founder of the mythical Thélème. And it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
And
I need to be
that's
going.
that.
Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
We owe you our lives.
Oh, well, that was
We
fast.
are eternally grateful.
It was nothing.
They
I
look
hope
like
you won't have
pilgrims.
too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Oh man, I wanted to go that way. I guess not. Let's see. Oh, I have to go back there and tell them. I could tell the truth, or I could lie. Be like, oh, I don't know where they are.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
So I could tell the truth. Fuck it, I'll tell the truth.
After I heard the case they made for themselves, I decided to let them escape.
What are you saying?
They convinced me that your accusations have nothing to do with heresy, and that their only crime was discovering historical truths denied by Thélème.
And you gave credence to the lies preferred by these blasphemers. Their historical truths are nothing but nonsense, fabricated to undermine the foundations of Thélème. The simple act to have proffered such horrors proves the fact that they are heretics. I fear that your youth and kind heart has blinded you, de Sade. That is a shame. I was expecting more from a young legate who seemed sensitive to our magic.
Yeah, well, screw
I
you.
must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
I could have lied, but I don't know. I just felt like rubbing his face in it. Because if he's so quick to judge, based on, like, literally just words, then what do I care? Also, he's an asshole, so fuck him. Increases combo speed of shadow impact. So that means I have more DPS then. Next up, go to the tavern or I think, why is it not showing up? There we go. I guess for certain quests, they don't actually highlight it to where you need to go, which is fine. I guess I could figure it out. Sometimes I'm just not a smart cookie.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
We can guarantee that your merchandise will leave with us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And bravo, Kurt. The Commander will be most pleased.
The cargo shall make the voyage. But who will be at its reception once it's arrived?
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, go and find the Quartermaster. He will give you new instructions. Until then, I wish you a safe and pleasant voyage, Your Excellency. Kurt, good luck.
Alright, now I want to do the other side quest there as well. But this quest is currently on hold until we get to New Serene, which is in the next place. It's all the way in Tier for D, which is a fucking gigantic island. That's crazy. How have they not gone there before? Right, so we're going to interrogate the witnesses. Hopefully we have witnesses available.
Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion?
Oh, it's in the tavern. Quests can usually be completed different ways. Decide has more than one string on his bow. Nice. Except for the fact that we don't have bows. Cunning, persuasion, intuition, corruption, creating items from the crafting table. So use some of the means available to you to reach your goals. To improve in these areas, spend points to corresponding talent tree or wear equipment that offers bonuses. Threats in combat are also options when your enemies are not receptive to your talents. Well, we already know that.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I'm looking for a Nort.
I can
A
ask
young
him about
cabin
both.
boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Nort, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
I'm looking for a Nort.
A Nort?
God
According
damn
to
it.
kidnap.
I wish that the stuff that I've already talked about was, like, gone. Ah, son of a bitch. Ah.
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Okay, let me reload that. I'm gonna reload and go with the other option. Because apparently it...
Tavern keeper.
I see.
I'm looking for a Nort.
A Nort?
According to
a kidnap. I would have noticed.
There we go. Speak about the
Someone
eventual.
told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Well, I could pay him. It's only $25. And I don't have enough of those doubts, so alright.
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint. Anything else?
Nope,
I
that's
need to
about
be
it.
off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
I also want to talk to this other gentleman about the young cabin boy.
Who are you? I don't recognize
Oh,
you.
he's got the Malachor.
Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Nort that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
This guy sounds a lot like one of the NPCs from Fable. I think maybe like the merchants.
Who
That
was the
sounds
rich
like
merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man
Why
is
is that
completely
lady
owned
just
by his
talking
love for the game.
or standing there?
Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
What would happen if I go down here? Oh, I thought we'd have some stuff to steal. We technically do, I guess. Take that. And it's like a bedroom here. Well, I guess there's nothing to steal here, so we're just gonna leave. Or, I mean, not stealing, but liberating from a life of uselessness. What's going on here, lads? Nothing? No? Okay. I'll let you do what you're doing. Arctic, hello, my friend. I hope you're doing well today. I would indeed love hugs and cookies, thank you. Cookies especially. That actually sounds really delicious, right? You hope I am well? Well, I am doing just as good as I can at the moment. Actually, probably better than I could be. Because, you know, like I've got some good news in the fact that I got a new job starting soon. This week is going to be the last week that I work at my current work. So well, that's good news at least. Better pay, better benefits, all that stuff. So I can't really complain. And yes, I love my chibi model as well. I like my full body model. Well, it's not really full body, but you know, full size model. But the chibi one, it kind of has some kind of charm to it, you know?
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
I wish I could figure out how to change the color of my outfit, though, from Vtuber Studio, because I heard that that's an option, but I wasn't paying attention to the things people are saying. I've seen people like change their hair color and stuff like that, and I don't know if I can do that, or if it's like I have to know my model's layers or something like that to change it, and like I'll have to look up a tutorial or something. 'Cause I heard it's something you can do in the new version of VTube Studio.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me,
but I'm not sure I understand.
That's some very bright light out
Don't you see,
there.
Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Sometimes it's hard to tell who is telling the truth and, you know, who to believe. But, generally, I try to take people up on their word, unless they do or say something that is definitely like a tell line. But I'm very bad at, you know, truth seeking, whatever. I'd be an awful detective, that's for sure. Even though I love detective stories and, you know, those kind of things, like mysteries and all that. I love those, but I'm very bad at reading people and figuring out all these different things. Interpersonal stuff, and yeah, it's something I need to work on, I guess. But I just kind of want to, like, see the good in people. I hope that they are actually telling the truth. And I don't know. I'm too soft, I suppose. That's not you. I could sell this key if I wanted to. Alright, so one more about not contracts. Yeah, do that. I wish I could fast travel. Pardon me, move out of the way, please. Thank you. Hello.
Did you get what you came for? Leave me now, please.
Okay, fine. I was gonna see if you had anything for sale. For some reason, this game makes me want to play Call of Cthulhu.
So, you still haven't
I
found
do
your
have
cousin?
that on my list to stream.
As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
I think that's all we need to know for
You see
that.
anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
It does seem like that's a shitty practice for, well, anybody to do, because, you know, if it's your son or your daughter, you know, that you give up in exchange for whatever the contract is. Technically, I guess it's legal, but also it's just like kind of shitty. But I mean, what you gonna do? That's just how the society is, I suppose. At least it's not technically slavery, because they do get paid, and I assume they do earn some skills on the boats and whatnot. I guess, well, it is technically indentured servitude. Hello, ma'am.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiry yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
Come on now, stop lying. Jonas was taken away by force against his will by armed men.
That is not true. Completely false. He...
Enough! With every word, you are a step closer to a prison cell.
Prison? But what would be the charges?
Kidnapping. Whether Jonas is your son or not, he is a naught that you kidnapped and locked up. In the eyes of the prince, you have committed a crime that puts the interests of the congregation at great risk.
I beg of you, Your Excellency. Have mercy on a poor mother who is looking only to recover her child. We didn't kidnap our own son. And if you need to speak with him to be convinced, please do. He's in our warehouse, near the Coin Guard Plaza, next to the canal. I am certain that once you have heard his account, you will see the tragedy in our predicament and help us.
I regret threatening that woman.
You didn't have a choice. She was lying, and we need to find that boy.
Well, I didn't really have an option. Or did I? I didn't want to lose reputation. Let's see. Did I have any other options? Oh well. So I lost a reputation. I really don't know what reputation even does in this game, and like what matters. Like I lost a couple reputation points from the city of Merchant. I think from just the threatening things that I've said. Ooh, gosh. And I also lost reputation with the Tenleme guys, which is, you know, it's Tenleme, so it's whatever. And then the other guys, Bridge Alliance, are fine. Actually, let me... What was I going to do before I went in there? Yeah.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Let's go upstairs first. See if I can get something like the key or whatever. I'll make it a tad bit easier. So I don't have any lockpicking skills. I do have explosives. That could be useful. I can't technically use them yet, but if I have any walls that I can break, I think they would give me an option. So.
What are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness will be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well.
Yeah, I got back the reputation that I lost.
Take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Why did he give me the key when he could just go and do it himself? Or, you know, tell somebody, hey, you go get him out of the jail. And then I just meet him out here. But no, I have to go and get him? Okay. That's, I mean, it's something, I guess. Gives me a little bit of exploration that I could do, and stealing things and all that. I mean, not stealing, acquiring, totally legally.
Locked.
Hello.
Who are you?
My name is the Sade. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my
Oh
father
yeah, I was gonna look
to
up the
allow me to go
reputation.
free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Well, how come I don't get to fast travel to where I need to be like the other times I did the side quests? Anyway, so I'll just go this way. Hopefully there's no bad guys waiting for me. Hello, gentlemen. Nice hats. Oh, I could have climbed over that? Oh, okay, so anything with that on it, I can climb. Good to know, good to know. I'll remember that next time. Normally, things like this, you have to, like, go up and, like, you have to have a thing from a distance that tells you. Let's see. So we've got that taken care of, and now we're gonna go and get my cousin back. You guys look all sick. I should stay away from you. No. I wanted to get stuff first.
I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Sneaking around, eh? Seems like a good idea. Whether or not that'll work, I don't know. I keep forgetting that I can actually do stealth. Actually, yeah. I think I can be down there. Possibly. Yes. Okay, so there's two doors.
It's blocked.
Okay, well, I guess we have to go this way anyway. Destroy. Let's do it. Hopefully they didn't hear that. key. And we'll unblock that. I'm a stealthy mage, technically. Okay. Looks like he's above me somewhere. Anything else? It's like a steel. Yes. Ooh, a bunch of stuff. There is quite a bit of ammo, actually, that I have now. Hopefully I didn't need that key for. I'm sure I can find a way into the cell. Shouldn't be any problem. Oh, well, never mind. I got a key to his cell, so no problem there. Jeez. Why is there like nobody guarding this place? Check out the stuff that I got here. Leather cape. Embroidered double. Ooh, I kind of like the look of that. Oh, that's a coin guard thing. Interesting. So if I wanted to infiltrate the coin guard, then I could use that. This is for the knots. Interesting. Well, I'll keep it anyways. I like the look of it. I haven't yet actually found anybody that has any elemental attacks. So I don't actually know how good elemental resistance
This has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress. Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
Well, I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
to adventure. Alright, so I can equip him with stuff.
If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been the reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt?
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
So he's got some pretty good stuff. Though mine is more anti-armor. Yeah, he had. Oh, I can't even use that. Dang it. Can't use that either. What the hell, mate? Alright, so let's see. He can, anyways. Take his little things. And then give him... Yeah, there we go. And keep that hat, because we got the tricorn hats. And we're off. We're gonna go back the way we came and avoid the enemies outside the door. Come on, waiting on you. There. Everybody assembles. Now we can go back to the boat. Wait a minute. No, we have to go this way. I wish I could fast travel. The only thing I can do is run around. I mean, run around's fine. I do get to find treasure like this, so it's okay. Just I have to hold the button down to run, which is a bit annoying. Actually, I wonder if I could change that. Nope, sprint is just hold. Alright, well. Yeah, I was gonna talk to him first, actually. Because I have my cousin now. After I got this treasure that I randomly just spotted out of the corner of my eye.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsilion. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
What will be your official title on Teofredi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Right, so now I think I have everything done here, as far as I know. Oh, I haven't gotten his clothes. Oh, maybe I'm actually wearing. Okay, well, I'll put on him then. There it is. Okay, well, I guess those are his clothes.
Sir? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Teofredi. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
So I think that is all I can do here. So
Permission to board the ship.
Has to come aboard.
We are ready.
Certainly, but keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
Yeah. We'll go
No,
ahead
my
and
house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Teofredi. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Holy shit. What the fuck is that thing? Goddamn tree.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Of course, I guess I'm gonna be the one to fight this thing. Ow! Bastard. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, my potions. Oh god. Oh god. Shit, 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 shit. God, potion, get the potion. No. Oh, that was... I should have stayed still for a second.
So eager to discover Tear Friddy.
God.
My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long.
Okay,
I've
we're
been told
gonna
the trip
go
lasts months.
trigger this cutscene. Ooh, fuck. God damn it, get the...
So eager to discover Tear Friddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told...
Okay, so blocking helps. It's elemental, magical. Fury? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, you bastard. Why is this so hard? I only have it on normal. God, this is like, I can't get far enough away, apparently.
Eager to discover Tear Friddy. My isle.
Fighting this bastard by myself is definitely not fun.
I've been told the trip lasts months.
Oh, there we go. Ha. God damn it, you bastard. Okay, so stasis is actually important. God damn it, stop it. I know I could do this.
So eager to discover.
I'll just have to be smart about using stasis, I think.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the
Even though
trip lasts
usually
months.
I don't know, I don't use stasis. Come on. Yes. Oh, that only took like 6 times to do. I would have normally switched to my weapon. I figured getting close to him was a bad idea. I don't know where I got that gun from because I don't have one equipped, but that gives me an idea.
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
And I actually got a thing that allows me to reset my skills stuff. So I do plan to do that. Reset skills. Because starting class, magic. Except for the fact that I don't want this. No, wait. Ah, shit. Wait, are you kidding me? Ah, well, that's fine. Okay. Actually, yeah, stasis is fine, I guess. I also want firearms. And I'll upgrade. I'll get more damage here, I guess. I wish I could have chose my own thing, but whatever. I've only really got the one-handed weapons as backup for my lack of magic, or when I run out. And I guess the stasis is actually pretty useful, but I don't really need to upgrade it. I'm sure that I'll get a lot of extra points to be able to level up and all that stuff. I'm actually wondering if I can get everything. So apparently 12 total. That's basically crap. I don't think I can max out everything, but I at least want to be able to have a few guns. I want to like do guns and magic. So let's say I get like 6 points or something like that. Then I'd be able to spread them out a little bit equally. For talent points, you can only get 12 total. That's not skills. Apparently you can get 52 total skill points. So that actually should be enough for what I want anyways. So level 46 is the maximum. 15 skill point shrines. So I can get 16 attribute points, 12 talent points, and 61 skill points. Well, all right then. I'm definitely gonna do willpower and magic because the guns are already pretty powerful. And since I'll be using magic mostly, I'm gonna do that and magic points so I don't run out. Hopefully. And then the other stuff, I'm not really going to worry too much about. They're mostly backups. Talents, well, actually, do I want vigor or do I want science? Ah. Yeah, I'll do science. Oh, I got another novice's ring. That's the same one that I got, so I don't need it. Okay, so endurance is what he has. I don't have endurance. Endurance would be allowing me to get the best armor. Strength allows me to have the best weapons. Or best one-handed, two-handed blunt weapons. Then this one would be swords. And guns. Well, I don't think I actually have any guns right now. Yeah, not yet. I could buy one, but I'm just gonna wait until I get one, just off on the off chance that I do loot one.
Gentlemen! Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
And on we go to Tier Pretty. That's a lot of birds. And that was just the prologue.
What a charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you are quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are! To your health. Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been
A
sculling.
very courageous lad.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service for a while.
Well, alright, mate. You can come along with me. So he uses one-handed blades and guns. Engagement action, poison coating, secret blade technique, special attack. Well, interesting. Well, just keep him on the team anyways. I will be taking his gun. Oh. Wait. Yes. Okay. I wish to keep it. Please. Thank you. That gun is now mine. As you can see, it has quite a lot of damage, but it's got a low rate of fire, so we'll have to be careful with how we use it, of course. Alright, what gear do you have? A nice hat. Nice. Very nice. Alright, I'll give you that for now. Compared to mine, 24, 29, okay. I'll just give you these lower level things for right now, and I'll just take them off your hands. Also the hat. I like the hat. And since he doesn't have any requirements for endurance or anything like that, I might as well just, yeah. Ah, now I am the captain. Also, I have an axe. You have a nice sword, so I'll give you mild gear. Actually, you can keep that. Well, since you've been demoted from captain to whatever you are when you're not on a boat, well, you can wear this simple sailor's coat. And I can wear this. It's almost as good as this armor. Still don't know how to use these alchemist things, but like I would love to be able to throw them, but I don't know how. Okay, so the first things first would be go to the governor's palace, but we're gonna wait to do that. And instead, we are going to save and also it looks like everybody here is suspicious of me, so that's great. Skills, defense, and magic power. How come they all have better health than I do? I suppose it just means I need to keep out of the way. Alright. Well, it auto-saved, but just in case, we're going to do another save there. We're in New Syria. And with that, we're going to end the stream because I have to get up early tomorrow morning for an appointment. So I think we'll just end the stream here and continue it. I don't know if I'll continue tomorrow. I think I'll be kind of too tired to. Um, but I actually have to wake up even earlier the next day for work, so that's gonna be fun. So yeah, we'll continue Greedfall next week, I suppose. I would be able to stream for like the whole week, after Tuesday or Wednesday, and then after that, I'll be changing my streaming schedule, and I'll let you guys know on Discord and Twitter. And I guess that's about it. So, thank you all so much for stopping by, and I'll see you later.